This is the disappearance of Brian Ward. Brian Alexander Ward was born on September 8th of 2003 to parents Jonathan and Levangela Ward. He is one of 8 children and, according to his family, is loving, respectful, and not one to get into trouble. Each Sunday he played drums at his father's church. On September 29th of 2020, Brian and his father were speaking via FaceTime after Jonathan had finished a morning shift as a supermarket clerk at Giant. The pair were chatting as they normally did, and during the conversation, Brian asked if he could hang out with his friends as he'd finished his schoolwork. Jonathan said it would be okay. According to reports, Jonathan was last seen getting into either a black 4-door Honda Accord or an Acura on the 4600th block and 4th Street, Northwest in Washington, D.C. The location was just a few blocks from his home in Petworth. Brian's parents grew worried when their son failed to return home. The next day, September 30th, Jonathan contacted the Metropolitan Police Department to report him missing. According to investigators, searches have been conducted around Washington and as far away as Baltimore, as reports have come in saying Brian may have been traveling to Maryland at the time of his disappearance. They have looked for any sign of him online, but there hasn't been any activity on his cell phone or social media. His bank accounts have also remained untouched. Posters featuring Brian's image and information regarding his disappearance have been plastered across the local area, including on bus shelters. The family has also set up the Finding Brian Alexander Ward Facebook page to help keep the case in the public eye. The Ward family recently shared that they've been targeted by scammers looking to cash in on Brian's disappearance. Jonathan says he received a text last year from someone claiming to have kidnapped his son for ransom. Police have determined such claims to be fake and say they're coming from individuals looking to take advantage of the family during the difficult time. At present, investigators are unsure whether Brian voluntarily disappeared or if this case is suspicious in nature. They've received a lot of tips, but none have panned out. According to Jonathan and Levangela, it's unlike their son to go somewhere without first telling his brothers, given how close they are. Brian Alexander Ward went missing from the 4600th block of 4th Street Northwest in Washington, D.C. on September 29th of 2020. He was 17 years old and was last seen wearing a black t-shirt, a black jacket, black pants, and black shoes. At the time of his disappearance, he had a slim build, standing 5'5" and weighing between 130 and 140 pounds. He had black hair styled in a crew cut and brown eyes. Currently, the case is classified as a critical missing person. If alive, he would be 18 years old. Those with information regarding to the case are asked to contact the Youth and Family Services Division of the Metropolitan Police Department at 202-576-6768.